Okay, so we're going to continue on with this little pony program that does spaced repetition. In fact, we can probably test it out right now because we probably have some stuff to recall. Oh, I have no idea what I put for this. I think I put another H. I did put another H. 4 after some hesitation. Is that the only one we had to recall? Okay, there's another one, but maybe it's not time to recall it yet. I don't know. Maybe by the end of what we're doing here, it'll be time to recall it. Okay, so last time we worked on recognizing, basically parsing front matter or back matter, where most of the job was dealing with the fact that I want to have triple quote for multi-line. I don't want to just have single line strings. I want to support multi-line. And we ended up getting that working. The UI for it is a little odd because it immediately as soon as you hit that third quote, it'll pause it and go, cool, we're moving on. I'm not sure if that's the right way to do it. We may want to, I think I maybe did that even. Yeah, because we've got the string strip here. Well, I don't know, we'll keep that in. But maybe a to-do, don't go to next step until new line after triple quote. Something like that. Alright, but we'll come back to that because what we want to work on now is we've got our front matter. So I think what we want is we want a var state, and this will be a matter. And it's going to start in front. So we'll have primitive front, primitive back, and then we'll have the matter type, which is one or the other. Okay. Okay, so after we've gotten matter, we probably also need to store yeah, we probably also need to store what the previous matter was. Realistically, we only need to store the front matter. In fact, you know what? We don't need the state at all because we can tell whether we're waiting for front matter or back matter based off whether we have a string or we have the none here. So we actually don't need this at all. And it starts as none. Okay, so what we're going to do is we'll probably just alternate between run and got matter back and forth. So I think what we'll do is match front, and if it's none, then we will term output dot print front, and otherwise we will term output dot print. I think match is an expression, so we can but it doesn't mean it's a good idea. So what we could do is we could go term output dot print match front none front else. Does else need the thing? I don't think it does actually. Back. And then we can do something like that. Honestly, it's not too bad. And we'll get rid of that. So then we'll wait for the matter, and then when we've got matter, we'll echo it back out. No, we won't, because while typing it in, it gets echoed. So we'll dispose of our input. We'll set it back up again soon, because we will do a run. Yeah, we'll do a run afterwards. Term.exit we'll get rid of. The big question is, right, if the input is empty, is that the only case in which we should exit. Possibly. So possibly we'll do so to do junior to do confirm before exit. I mean, honestly, we're not losing much. There's very little at stake here, but you know, it's a nice feature. Maybe I'll add it one day. So what I want to do is I want to go if string dot size equals 0, then just return. We're done. We need to do this every time though. We need to dispose of our input. That's because otherwise the input notifier will keep running in the background and that'll keep the program from exiting. So we need to make sure we get rid of that. So if string size is 0, then we want to return. Otherwise, what we want to do so we want to match on front. If front is none, then we want to set front equals to string. And I can't remember if strings are by default ref or not, but we'll make it val. And otherwise, so this is a string val. Otherwise, we want to we might be able to just go db dot, is it insert or is it add? It's cards, right? So we'll do a card. I can't remember if it's insert, but we need a new card that has a string, that has front as its front matter and has string as its back matter. So we actually need to do two things. We need to do that, and then we need to set front equals to none. Yeah. And there's a db insert. Oh shit, I didn't start this. I wanted to test this. I completely forgot about doing that. I just glanced over to see how long I'd been going and realized this wasn't running. Strip spaces from front and back matter. To do, or maybe that should be done on input, question marks. Okay, and so it is insert, and we give it a card, and then it handles all that. I mean, that sounds great, and we just need to know if it was okay or an error. All right, sure. So we want to match this. Okay, don't worry about it. Let E. It's interesting that it pauses so much when I press caps lock, or actually control, but caps lock. Term.error.print. Couldn't add card to DB, and I think all of our errors have names, I think. Term.exit1, and then we might return, I think. Okay, the double match is always an ugly pattern, but I think that's fine. Alright, complain to me. Argument is not assignable to parameter. Why can you not take a non-val string val? Parameter requires string val. Why? What? Because is string default ref? I don't think so. I think it's default val. I don't even know how I tell. Class string val, there we go. So yeah, string is default val, so we can get rid of the vals here. Is val not sendable? I thought val was sendable. Oh no, because no, how is that not sendable? Oh, I see the problem. I see the problem. Yeah, that was silly. S. I matched on front solely so I could show that it wasn't a none. That was silly. Okay, cool. Let's try it out. Recall add interactive front. This is a front matter. This is, fuck, I can't go backwards. Okay, this is front matter. This is back matter. Front. Fourscore. And I'm not American, I don't know it. Fourscore and 10 years ago. Other words. And that's why I am the best. Interesting. I think I do actually want to put spaces between them. I think that's a good idea. Where's the dispose? Term.output.print. Can I do that? I think so. And then the back matter will be correct. And then if I do that, no. Control D doesn't do anything. But if I do that, ooh, because it's got the new line. I guess it didn't. That's interesting. So if I go SQLite 3, I think it included the control characters. No, it doesn't look like it has control characters, but it just looks like it's showing these as strings. But still, anyway, this is great. This is fantastic. It looks like that works pretty simply. The only other thing that I would want to add is to, instead of passing from standard input, to pass it from a file. But I don't think there's anything special to show off there. Yeah, I might just keep this one short and sweet. So